All right, bye. Oh, and now you want to record?
Yeah, what are you talking about? We're just
It
being
says
We don't need to talk about. We don't
it
need to talk
says
about it.
it says got it or leave meeting. I think I'm gonna pick the leave meeting.
All right, boys. We're here together.
Oh boy.
This is our first three-way recap. My first my first three my first three-way in and out podcast game.
In and out.
In and out.
In and out, bro. Oh
In and
my
out.
god, bro.
Real quick.
It's too early, bro. It's too early for this, bro.
Never
It's too early.
Never.
Y'all still on? We still on the same time, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So we're here. This is Challenge Express. Can I get a choo-choo from everybody? 1, 2, 3, and a choo.
No, I ain't giving you no choo choo.
Damn, yo.
I'm gonna be very,
right.
I'm gonna be very disrespectful on this recap.
Just like
Daniel,
that one
come on,
dude,
man.
just like that one dude got edited out of Vendettas. I'm about to edit Daniel out of this podcast.
Oh.
I'm definitely gonna leave the meeting.
Bro, Rogan slammed it, bro? Or no, wait.
No, who is it? Like Edward or something?
Oh, it's Eddie. Yeah, right. Eddie slammed it, bro? Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eddie got edited out. I forgot about that.
Damn.
Yeah, but Tom don't want these problems though.
Nah, yo, I saw you were in a wife beater before. I ain't messing with you anymore.
Hey, bro, whatever happened before you clicked record stays between us.
What happened? I don't know.
Okay, bro.
You guys
Thank you.
These people don't need to know this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adonis. Thank you. See, you got my back. You got my back. You're a real one. Tom out here just being disrespectful, man.
What disrespectful? I don't know. What do you have any proof?
You just say it.
I didn't say nothing. I just want to talk about the challenge with my friends.
Bro, does Tom not look
at this point, we ain't friends.
Daniel.
Bro, does Tom not look like he's about to go like rob somebody with that hat on?
Which bike? You trying to rob the bike? The bike in Connecticut.
Yeah, bro.
And then he could get away on the highway.
Yeah. For all my Connecticutians that are listening, these people be hating on Connecticut.
Trust me, we ain't hating, bro.
All right. The challenge ride or dies, boys. I'm Tom. I'm with Daniel and Adonis, my friends. We'll call them my friends today.
It's all love, bro.
Yeah. Challenge ride or dies. So we're not going to talk about every episode. I know we're late. People. I know I'm late. Not we. It's my fault.
Yes.
Actually, it's my sister's fault. But anyway, I'm not going to point any fingers.
No. Don't put. No. See, you being shady this recap. I don't like this Tom. This Thomas or Tom. I need to know because the evil twin coming up.
You know what? I'm referring to him as Tommy.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Tommy.
I might turn into Tommy. So.
Tommy.
Yeah, it's Tommy today.
But
it's Tommy.
I don't know if I like Tommy. I don't like Tommy.
No. So ride or dies. Let's go. Adonis, how do you feel about the season so far?
I feel,
especially compared to like the last few.
Oh, well, if we're comparing it to the last few, much better.
Yeah.
Like much better.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it right now.
Yeah.
Like okay with it. There's some things about it that I still don't understand why it is the way that it is, but as of right now, I feel like there have been some good things that have happened that make me look at the other two seasons and be like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck were y'all doing the last two seasons?
Yeah.
Please. But I'm enjoying it as of right now, but I feel like it could still it can U-turn.
Bro, it could.
It can U-turn. It can U-turn.
TJ can just be like, all right, guys, everyone's going home. And we're just like, okay.
And be like, what?
Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen every season? Daniel, how do you feel about this season?
I agree with Adonis. I think it's way better than last season because last season it took a while for it to kind of pick up. And y'all already know how I be like in this funk and like slump to be like, all right, am I really into this season and stuff like that? But pretty much out the gate, I was pleasantly intrigued, because I was coming into it just thinking like, okay, this could be garbage. Like I was already upset that, I felt as if they could have done better with this ride or die pairing and format, it being like guy, girl pairs and stuff like that. So to see this season unfold is pretty cool. And what really pushes it over the edge from the past two seasons is that I like the rookies this season. Like they come in with some heat, and then on top of that, we're getting vets who we haven't seen in a while. So you got Johnny, you got you've Nani, you have Laurel, coming back, Veronica, Darrell, Jordan, Anissa. So yeah, you're getting these backs who coming back, very familiar faces. So it really piques our interest, especially ours, because we're seasoned fans. So I really appreciate the mixture of backs who come into the game and we already know what they can do, and then rookies who aren't backing down, particularly Johnny, Raven, Horacio, and Olivia. Really love them. So yeah, it was really good to see that. So I'm actually into this season. I'm good. So, and I could also say that me and Adonis, heavily me and Adonis, we speak about the trajectory of the show and like where we think it should be going and stuff like that. So I'm just pleased to know that the show I probably will look forward to season 39 and 40 because I was saying if they don't get it done, if they can't make it work by 40, I cold turkey. So
this season's doing just enough to make me want to come back.
Make me come back. Yeah.
It's doing just enough.
Yeah, the cast has a lot of bright spots. You mentioned the rookies. I like that you brought that up because, I'm a fan of a lot of these rookies. And usually I'm kind of pissed off by a lot of rookies because they join the game for clout. And it doesn't seem like that the rookies are doing it this season. And it probably has to do with the ride or die aspect because you can go back to Bloodlines and, you get these more rookie-esque players. They're more naive. Like Horacio is such a breath of fresh air because he's like, they're not going to throw me in again, right? Like, it's like, bro, they're going to throw you in again.
They're going to throw you in.
But he's still coming to compete, and I like that.
Yeah, he's not crying. He's not like trying to punch everybody in the face.
Yeah. He's just like, okay.
Chin. Yeah. I want to know like who got casted on these rookie teams and then who's the ride or die? Did they do it like that? Like, did they cast Horacio and they're like, Horacio, bring a ride or die? Or did they cast Olivia and be like, bring a ride or die, That's something that I feel like they could have made more clear because at the end of the day, they're all rookies and we can see them again depending on how they perform and, their personality and whatnot. So not that big of a deal, but I was curious about it.
For me, I think they probably would have asked Horacio and Johnny.
Yeah, and because the whole Raven situation, it kind of seemed like Johnny asked Raven to be on with him and then made it seem like things were going to maybe work out. Maybe they would work on the relationship. And then you throw Nerys into the mix and
I also don't want to give MTV. I don't want to give MTV too much credit for casting good rookies. I will only give them the credit if they actually bring these people back next season. Yeah. They've been having a bad track history recently with casting people and not bringing them back. This season has been the best set of rookies I've seen in a while. They better bring back almost every one of them back because they've been bringing some fucking I've been more entertained with the rookies than the vets.
I want to see these rookies grow season to season when usually I don't care about seeing rookies grow. Like, I want to see these rookies back and I want to see a story develop. And I think they have the characteristics and the personality to create a, intriguing story for the viewers. And that's what it's all about. That's why we fell in love with all these veterans, and I think that these rookies definitely have what it takes. Anyway. Have what it takes. Pluralization is weird, man.
Your subject verb agreement is trash.
I haven't recorded in a long time. I'm a little rusty.
Well, that's clear.
Modern rusty.
All right, whatever, boys. I'm the host
Yeah.
here, all right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't care who's the host. You still can get it right.
I'm basically TJ Lavin up in this joint, so listen to me, all right? What's so funny?
Well, I know about that.
What's so funny? What, Adonis, you looking in a mirror? You got a mirror over there or something? Why are you laughing so much?
Oh, keep going, bro.
You shouldn't look in the mirror mid-podcast, bro. It's not good. Yeah, you can't get distracted like that. You can't scare yourself, you know?
Okay, Tommy. All
right, Donnie.
Okay, Tommy.
All right. So,
Tom really looked like he about to play hockey too, though. Adonis.
Bro, he looks like he's about to rob me.
Rob, I play hockey afterward.
Bro,
when you about to rob a bank at 12, but you got hockey practice at what?
That's how he robs people with his hockey gear on, bro.
Give me all the money. I got hockey practice in
with
30
the hockey
minutes.
stick. That's how it is, bro.
How do we transition? I don't know how to transition with you guys. Speaking of hockey practice, episode 5 was great. After
oh Lord,
what do I?
Man.
How do I do
I
this?
love you all.
Tim and Colleen are back in the house.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I love Kim and Colleen.
I really don't see the hype.
Oh my god, bro.
I was talking to one of my friends because she was like, yeah, Kim and Colleen, they were, good. They were great. That's what she said. A great team. And I was like, I think great is a stretch. Because she was like, yeah, they came second in that Heat. And I said, Heat. They did not win the Heat, first of all. So I can't really go off to be like, oh, they're this spectacular team. It's one thing to have good chemistry or to see them as if you on one page, but you got to perform. You got to do it. So for me, it's like, it's still like a lackluster thing. So if they don't come back, I'm good. That's me. Whereas Johnny and Raven, Johnny was more hard-nosed, and he was like, listen, I ain't playing no scary game. We going down there, I vote in this, that, and the next person. And you can shake your head, Tommy, but everything cool. And Horacio and Olivia, like, they just going in there and they doing. I could see the fire. I didn't see the fire in Kim and Colleen. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm fine with that, So
I think people have different ways of showing fire, and I think because they're foreign, maybe they have a different way of showing how much they care and how much they want to compete. Because I even watched the exit interview, and they both want to come back, and I think that's just their personality. But I think they tried their hardest every daily challenge and elimination, and wanted to learn and win in this game. But yeah, you can have your opinion.
You also, like, tell me they don't just look like Game of Thrones characters.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
Target. Somebody on Twitter
Please.
said Targaryens,
like oh my god, especially Kim, bro. Like, Jesus.
All Kim needed was like a little bun on top and then stick like some Viking like
a dragon bone.
Yeah, like a dragon bone in his hair, and like just he was good.
Yeah.
Please.
But yeah, we get the beginning of the episode is a pool party. Oh, I came up with a little game. I'm proud of myself with this witty brain of mine. Lasting or lusting is the game. That's the name.
Lasting or lusting?
Yes. So Olivia and Nelson, are they gonna last, or is it just lust?
No, it's lust, bro.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. I know Colleen's out of the game, but who knows if Faisal, the decision maker, Faisal?
No. At this point of his life, that man cannot last with anybody. Not with anybody.
His decision is to not make any decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the meaning of his name, I was like, this definitely you don't live up to that because you can't make a decision to save your life.
Yeah.
I'm
him changing his name and like announcing it on the in a confessional.
That was
It was like the equivalent of like taking a gym selfie with no shirt on. It was like, I'm Fessel, the decision maker. It's like, all right, relax. Relax.
It's like, what decisions do you make?
Exactly.
You know, because for me, a decision maker is somebody who's going to be like, okay, I'm going to stand firm on this, and regardless of the backlash or whatever, I said what I said.
Yeah. I feel like he
Fessy
uses
doesn't
it
do that.
as like an icebreaker or a joke. He's like, I'm the decision maker, even though I can't make decisions. Ha ha ha. Yeah. It's an opener to every woman he tries to woo, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's working for some women, so
I mean,
props,
Fessy's running around the
props
house.
to you.
So.
Yeah, props to you, Fassel.
All right, I got next is Bananas and Mariah. We haven't seen too much of this, but we saw some.
Who's Mariah?
Mariah is Fessel's partner.
That's her name.
Mariah's mom said, "Stay away from Bananas because he's a sneaky snake."
Lust.
No, I'm gonna say Lust.
Yeah,
it feels weird. It just feels like Bananas is like too old for her.
Yeah, and Bananas they're just gonna have fun. Maybe Mariah might get like too connected to Bananas, but I can't see Bananas like full. Like
a commitment. No, I feel like it's just too weird. I don't think any of these are gonna last. Honestly,
right. Yeah, Horacio and Laurel.
Horacio
and Laurel. We see next on there's some issues, so maybe that won't last as well. Just some lust between Horacio and Laurel. I feel like
Laurel just likes athletic men who are confident in their abilities, like who could just be like, all right, show like their masculinity in a competitive way.
Yeah,
you know, I think she's really turned on by that.
Yeah, you could go back to
with
Jordan.
rivals with CT, you know, Jordan.
Yeah, even Nicole Zanata. She's one of like an alpha female, if you could describe her as that.
Yeah. So yeah, she likes
but though, like, she had that one thing with Bear.
Yeah, Bear is just, I guess, the most beautiful.
I think that's I guess that would be like the only like roadblock in that kind of like type of men that she likes, because like I never considered Bear. I
feel like Bear is just an outlier for a lot of women and a mistake for a lot of women.
Yeah,
I literally forgot about this play. I was like,
because he's a piece of shit. So
yeah, exactly. So like,
no jokes aside, I literally forgot because when he was like Bear, and I was like, what season? Yeah. And I was like, War of the Worlds 2. So
I think he was on 2. I think he was on 2 seasons.
He was on both War of the Worlds seasons, and then he was also on Total Madness. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, he was. Yeah.
Wow, MTV was definitely batting a lot of people.
Apparently, they paid him like so much money to be on World of Worlds 1. I remember that was a whole like there was some drama,
controversy.
Yeah. So then we got pool party, and immediately after. Oh, how about I got the last one for lasting or lusting? Tori and Jordan. That's probably
Tori and Jordan.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. I could see it.
I could see the love
either way. That's how I feel. Yeah. I'm like 60-40 on it.
Yeah.
I'm like 60-40 on it, but I don't know.
Seeing the way Jordan looked at her when she was talking to him and discussing it, I just was like, wow. I looked at him in a softer, vulnerable lens when I saw that, and I was like, yeah, I really don't rock with this boy like that. But I just was like, okay, like that was interesting to witness. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that conversation was cool. I know it was a couple episodes ago, but Tori, I think, spoke very well and got everything she wanted to off of her chest. And I feel like it was a very good healing moment for both of them.
So that
was cool.
In the middle of a bar, though, it's kind of like a funny place to do this.
Yeah.
Usually we see these serious talks at bars, right?
And nobody was watching too. I feel like I would have been in there like with my popcorn in my hand, just like been like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on over there?"
No, because you literally dealing with music just banging in your ear, like
drinking. And it's like, I really loved you.
Like,
yeah. Oh shit. Meeting will end in 10 minutes, so we're gonna have to like rejoin. Fuck.
I could just go.
Yeah. You want to end it now and then you host?
But that's two different.
It's gonna have to be two different eventually because we're not gonna finish this in 10 minutes.
That means I gotta set up a thing.
Or I could just rehost and then we'll finish it. I mean, either way. We'll just ride out this last 10 minutes and I'll just rehost.
Yeah.
Let's get through the episode though. So so we go to the emo party, which was a fun theme. I don't think we've seen a lot of themes for Challenge House parties, and I don't think we've seen emo yet. So I think it had a lot of good sound cues and some classic punk rock that brought us back probably.
Who do you think looked the best? Who rocked it the best? The emo look.
Devin was pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're like, "You going to the party tonight?" He was like, "If I have to."
I feel like Bananas had the worst one. This man just had a black leather jacket on with a guitar, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you look like you're about to go ride a motorcycle after this. You don't look emo, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
What is that?
Trying to look too
I already thought Jock was the emo out of the box. So it's like whatever he does, I just was like, all right, it's just amplified. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I just like how Maurice looked. Period. So
yeah, a lot of people do.
I just was like, all right, you look good. So yeah. I only could remember how she looked. I don't know why.
This episode was a lot about friendships along with relationships. We saw a lot of hookups early, and then like these friendships that were tested. Jack and Jay, we only saw it form in the beginning of this episode, so we knew something was going to happen throughout the episode with them. We saw Anissa and Veronica go through some stuff. We could talk about that now. Do you think Anissa owed Veronica a conversation or vice versa? Like, I don't think it's all on Anissa's back to like have a conversation with Veronica. I think it's both of their faults personally.
I mean, when was even the last time they had anything?
Dirty 30,
like any
right?
Dirty 30 or no?
Vendettas. Vendettas. Anissa broke her pinky.
Yeah, that was like the last time. What exactly does what like an apology for breaking her pinky?
Is that what she was looking for? Obviously, they have a lot of history. Like, I think they were flirtatious with each other in the past, and now they were friends. And I don't know.
It felt a lot of the stuff that happened in this episode felt kind of like out of the blue.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like,
it's like created storylines in this one episode.
Yeah, like with the Michelle and Laurel, Jay and like Jack thing, both of those relationships felt like it just came out of nowhere. Like, wait, what? Did I miss
Michelle
an episode?
and Laurel, which it kind of did come out of nowhere because I think Michelle just kind of fabricated that from thin air.
I was like, where is this actually even coming from right now? And the same thing with Jay and Jack's friendship. It was just like, what?
Yeah, that's why
did this even come from
the beginning of the episode. You knew who this episode was going to feature because it's like,
who are going to be the main stars?
Yeah, it was like Jack. It was like Darrell and Veronica are either going in or winning the daily, and they're probably not going to win the daily, so they're probably going to get voted in. Jack and Jay, Laurel and Michelle, like all these little rivalries.
Me and my sister, but she more so has the theory of really analyzing who will have like the most camera time, and then she makes that conclusion to say that, okay, this person will win the daily or this person will be going in to elimination and ultimately probably going home. But so, and we've literally tested it for numerous episodes, and it's literally true. So once you just pay attention, then like with the whole Fassel thing that happened, with him having that camera time early on the episode, I was like, okay, he gonna be in power. I think he's gonna win the daily, and we were right. Yeah. So but piggybacking off of what Adon is saying, in terms of like the whole friendship dynamic with Jay and Jack. I was like, where does this come from? And I hate the fact that, you know, the word friend just gets splattered around, you know, in this house because people feel as if like they supposed to be thick as thieves. And it's like, you don't really know me. I don't really know you like that. Like, yeah, we bonded and stuff like that. That's like me saying like to one of y'all, like if you was in the house and like we just, you know, cool, connecting, you know, us guys are and stuff like that, you know, just at
cordial.
first sight, yeah, just cordial and stuff like that. But you know, we could lift weights together, or you know, we could, you know,
Doesn't
banter
mean we're
back and
best
forth. But
friends.
we ain't not best friends. Like you don't really know me like that. I don't really know you. But it depends on, I guess, the person. So yeah, for me, I just was looking inside of that, and I just was like, uh, the nomination, I could say, all right, y'all ain't really like that, so maybe it's just gameplay. But then with the decision, I guess that Jay made, not saying that they should have been friends. I think that was more so like the dagger to be like, all right, this, that, and the next. Because if he's saying that they was friends or whatever, I don't see how he decided to make them the team to go directly into elimination. That was a bit weird and strange to me. If you saying that y'all is friends, but don't switch up the script now and then be like, all right, yeah, we had to do X, Y, and Z
Because
without
of
even
Laurel. I hate when teams use the
telling your
excuse
friend.
of like you're tied to the wrong person. It's like, bro, that's my, especially this season. It's like, yo, that's my ride or die. Like if you don't fuck with that person, you don't fuck with me. Like,
Yeah, because he saved Johnny, right? When they were both down into the
and
what they
also
call
like,
it, the
what do
draw.
you exactly want them to do? Like
Yeah,
they're tied to this person. You want them to untie it? They can't,
yeah.
bro.
And
Come on.
it's a very disrespectful because it's like, oh, your hatred for Laurel is stronger than your friendship to me.
And who is hatred? This imaginary hatred that Michelle has in her brain.
Let's
That's
talk
what's
about
pissing me
that.
off too.
Where's that coming from?
That really sent me over the wall because I was like, all of this is in your head, and I was just living for when Laura was just in that. You know, Laura could be very like direct and blunt, and you don't want to piss her off. So I was like, everything that Laura will give to you, you deserve because you have all this in your head. Why do you want to speak with me after deliberation? Shouldn't we have had this conversation before we come to this table? And now you're talking about, hey, let me hear your thoughts on this. No, I don't have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, before when Jay and Michelle are like thinking about who they're gonna throw in, they're just like, all right, yeah, Kim and Colleen, we'll see where they're at. We could probably gain them as an asset, so we'll throw them in. It's like, wait, what? They're not gonna want to be your asset after you throw them in.
Yeah, it was giving Josh and Wes a little bit.
Yeah,
it was giving Josh and Wes.
I actually rewatched that recently, so.
Like, where did this call? And you know what's funny about that is that Laurel's whole like the way she was going about it was how I was watching it. I was just looking at Michelle, everything she was like. I was like, what are you even saying?
No,
and really, like, it's like, do you have a question?
Do you have a question?
Laurel was all of us because I was like, Laurel is really gonna make you look stupid.
Yeah,
and she deserved it.
TV gold. Laurel is TV gold. Just like gifs and memes out the fucking wazoo.
Shout out Laurel who followed me on Twitter, by the way.
Hey, let's go, bro. You're on her good side. That's the place to be.
Laurel, you have me blocked. It's all right, but I'm happy for my boy.
Ryan K, I think was his last name, who was on All Stars recently. Ryan, who's on the challenge. He followed me on Instagram.
Oh, yay.
Hey. It's not Laurel, but I'll take it.
My Twitter followers are still going down.
All right, let's restart the podcast. I'm gonna end it. It's gonna end in 1 minute. So I'll send you guys another link.
On a high note.
Alrighty.
Well, I surely miss driving. So.
Back at it.
I said I'll surely miss driving.
So let's talk about Michelle and Laurel real quick. Where do you think this came from? Do you guys have any idea? I have an inkling of an idea, but it's because I listened to a podcast.
Oh, you listened to a podcast, bro? Whose podcast did you listen to?
It's not Tyson's.
Okay.
Oh man!
But Tori was on Banana's podcast, and Tori said that they don't know where it came from either. They were speculating, and Tori was like, maybe it has to do with Fessy and Laurel, because Fessy and Laurel would apparently have like long ass conversations alone a lot. So maybe Michelle was getting jealous because we know Michelle and Fessy were physical together, and I think we're even dating. I know, like on a past reunion, there was some like drama between the two. So
yeah,
maybe,
wasn't there a thing like with him and her and Amanda?
yeah, because Fessy and Amanda were yeah. So maybe Michelle was getting a little jealous. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, if that's the reason, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean. Okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
Go off, Shelly.
Yeah. So we get to the daily challenge. I think this was the best daily challenge of the season so far. What do you guys think?
Best daily.
What was the daily again?
Oh my God, what was it?
Royal Relay. It was a relay race where they had to swim. The first leg was swimming.
Right.
The second leg was rowing in that fucking ancient ass historical boat.
Right.
Everyone has to do every job. That's what I like about this. You know, like if someone's not a good swimmer, they can't just push it on their partner.
Right.
If someone's not a good rower, they can't just rely on their partner. Everyone has to do everything.
No excuses.
And that makes the most well-rounded team when it comes to whatever daily challenge it is. It makes them win. So, and I think that's what happened. I think Michelle and Jay were the most well-rounded team when it came to swimming and rowing. You know, there's Survivor. They come from Survivor. All the Survivor daily challenges pretty much have to do with swimming, I feel like.
Right.
I really wish CT and Car was on this.
CT and Car, that would have been crazy. Yeah, CT and having issues. I'm not going to get into that.
Well, wasn't that a thing? I saw that
issues when
I think he filed for another divorce. Yeah, I said it.
I'd seen like when Veronica and Darrell had came in. I think Anissa had said on the podcast. Oh, right?
You listen to podcasts, Adonis?
On the podcast, right? She had said that Veronica came in and told everybody that Banana or CT and Cara were coming in as like a joke.
Oh shit!
But and then everybody was like freaking out and talking shit, and apparently, someone had said that if that was true, they would have walked off the stage or something like that.
Bro,
I think I had seen that somewhere like a week ago on Twitter, like a clip like that, and I was like, oh shit, bro.
I think.
Yeah, no, that really what. Go Tom.
No, you go.
Oh wow, respect. I appreciate it. You actually get some points though. But yeah, I think CT and Car's presence really would wiped the grin off of Laurel's face. Johnny would have been like, oh gosh, like what the hell? Because it's one thing to see that he came back after how many seasons he was off for. But then to be with Nani, it's like people don't really look at Nani as like, all right, real like formidable, like, oh wow, she coming to like clean up the season. But if CT and Cara step on the scene, that's it. It's like it's like shut down. It's a shutdown. If Darrell was with somebody, let's say like Emily,
or
it would have been like that as well.
Or Rachel.
Or maybe West came back with like Evelyn or something like that. It would have been.
Yeah, actually, they were ride or dies back in the day.
Like that would have been more formidable. Yeah. People have been like, yeah, okay, I done.
Like you said at the beginning of the podcast, they really dropped the ball on some of the ride or dies, and it makes me think that they're not trying to set up a win for Bananas, but they're trying to make it a little easy, because it's like all these hard-hitting veterans that would give Johnny Bananas a problem. Normally, they're paired up with pretty weak partners. Darrell is with Veronica. So Bananas has no problem aligning himself with Darrell because he knows it's Nani versus Veronica in the final, and Nani can beat Veronica in the final. Nani can beat Anissa in a final, so Jordan's not a threat either. So like these veteran teams aren't as stacked as they should be, and Bananas and Nani seem to be the most stacked out of all the veteran teams, even though, you know, Nani hasn't even won yet. So I think they're really trying to set up this romantic ending between Banana, not like together, but just, you know, Nani finally getting her first win. Or even maybe they're trying to set up Anissa as well, because Jordan's such a good competitor. Maybe Jordan can get Anissa a win. I hate saying it like that because Anissa is also a good competitor, but more so in the daily challenge aspect of the game and the politics, not necessarily the final.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. Flip, even though, like, not even Darrell, man, like, Frank, Emily, like, you know, they could have just done, I guess they could have done a little bit more.
Yeah.
But regardless, I am not heavily complaining about the season.
No.
I would say.
Right.
I'll put it
yeah, it would have been nice to see Kara and CT, or even Kara and Pauly. You know, it would have
Yeah,
caused
like, you know, definitely. I still hoping for the day that Hal and Laura could just sit down and, you know, probably just talk and, you know, I don't know.
I think Kara would have to change in order for them to have a friendship. I don't know.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be close friends or nothing like that, but just be able to like talk and be like, wow, like just have like a clean slate and like a closure type of vibe too, because it's really hard to come from like being close with somebody and then it's like that awkward space, you know? So it's like literally like I don't wish you bad, you don't wish me bad, but we don't need to be going back and forth.
Yeah, and that's what the challenge is for, putting those people in a house together and seeing what the fuck happens.
So they did a fantastic job with doing the Tori Jordan Fessy, you know, type of thing.
Yeah.
If they want that aspect. But they're not doing nothing what we thought would have happened. Like this big eruption.
Yeah, like Fessy's not even like in
it looked good on paper.
Triangle. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it looked good on paper. Enough where we want to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it would have worked if one of the two people were actually paired up.
Yeah, but then that's right. I mean,
like literally all three of them are separate in their own separate pairs. So like it's kind of like not surprising that
and they're all working
happening
together.
Yeah, like it's like not surprising that nothing's happening.
It's all kumbaya.
So it's like
on the same side, like
what in a fat sense?
In a what?
In a vet sense?
In a vet sense? No, because like, is it like it's like Jordan and Anissa? Anissa's close with Tori.
I mean,
Tori and Anissa close to Fessy.
Oh, and because Fessy and Anissa were partners.
Yeah, like
I mean, we even saw Fessy win a daily and vote in all the rookies. So Fessy is clearly trying to play bets, I think.
Yeah, so like
Fessy is also in the same position as like a Nelson, where they have a rookie as a partner, so they're just like trying to stay low, you know, trying to stay out of anyone's radar.
I love Nelson, but he ain't winning this season.
Let's talk about because
I really wanted him to have a solid partner one,
it's his own doing. He keeps picking these weak ass partners. He picked Amber on Double Agents. You know, like he keeps picking these weak ass partners for some reason. Maurice is cool and all, but we saw that she can't swim, and I think Nelson needs a partner that can swim.
Yeah, man. Like, I just wish. Although I love Cam Galachi as the baby, but it would have really been good. A Nelson Cam.
Oh, imagine a Cam and Leroy team. Like, cool. My one gripe with this format, and you know, it's the loser of the daily challenge doesn't go straight into elimination. I think that's the best thing the challenge has ever done to a format. And it's an old school kind of thing because they haven't really done it in too long. It was nice to see it on All Stars. I think they did it on All Stars. And even Challenge USA, they did it. So
because it literally lets everybody slack off to just be like, okay, once you hear the
I always think of Leroy.
Okay, that's it.
I think of Lee where he's like, "Oh, I don't have to go in if I'm last. I don't care." Like
Fox, and it's like, okay, so and so win. I align with them. I don't have to do nothing. You know, so it literally
because then
takes
you
the
could just
pressure
throw
off
away
people in the daily.
You could just throw away your whole daily challenge and just help a team win. You know, you can come in last and just help a team win. You know,
and we have seen that done before.
Yeah, you're a real like vet at this point, like a vet viewer. If you remember watching it when the format was like that, because they haven't done that shit in a long time.
It added so much to the daily challenge. The daily challenge is such a big part of the episode. And
am I tripping? Is Exodus 2 the last time that was a thing?
Fuck, man, I don't even know. I'd have to go back and look at the seasons.
Rivals 3?
Yeah, Rivals 3.
I don't think it's that
far
the loser. Back,
the loser went into elimination. Rivals 3.
Yeah, Rivals 3.
I don't think it's that far back.
Rivals 3 season 29 or season 28. Season 28.
We're on 38.
Because Bloodlines is 29, Dirty 30.
Bloodlines is 29.
Yeah,
like, bro.
Yeah, the Bloodlines last place didn't go in.
No, Bloodlines didn't go last place. That because remember, Bloodlines was like a team thing.
Yeah, and then 30, it was all like different teams every time, so that wasn't. Yeah, that's wild. It's been since Rivals 3. That's almost 10 seasons.
No, that is 10 seasons.
10 seasons. Yeah,
that is 10 seasons, bro.
Fuck, that's way too long. It makes me think they're never going to go back to
bro, like, we're talking about Nelson. Nelson, that was his first season.
Nelson won a daily.
Yay!
Let me give him a clapping
clap emoji.
Clapping emoji.
I need to go. Burr, 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 burr. Nelson won a
You knew he was winning one once they were like giving him the Danny treatment, like every episode. When's the last time you won a daily?
Yeah.
You know, it was like, oh, you're asking him this again? Okay, he's gonna win at some point.
Yeah,
100%.
Exactly. Yeah, I was proud of my boy, but I just was like, I'm like Nelson, like, I know the parents' check's probably looking good, but it's time to win, man. It's really time to win. If they didn't do the whole thing with the invasion of the champs, with the champs coming in, he would win that season.
Yeah, and he wants to win. Like that's his number one goal. That's the thing. That's the fucking dumbass thing about him because he will do anything. He wants nothing more than to be a challenge champion. Yet he picks these weak ass partners every time. It's like, bro, take advantage when production is like pick a ride or die. You know, take advantage of that, especially as somebody who hasn't won a season. That's why it's so easy for like a Jordan to be paired up with an Anissa because Jordan has won multiple times. He doesn't necessarily need to win again. Same with Bananas. Like, yeah, his legacy and everything, but you know, he doesn't need to win again. He has 7 wins. He's already him or CT the best of all time. So,
but also I think like Nelson is, Nelson's like kind of suffering what a lot of these like big name challengers who haven't won suffered is like they have everything they need to win. They're just not like taking advantage of it. They're not using their tools properly.
Yeah,
like
I think Nelson finally created his tools, and they're good tools to win. Like he's starting to think politically, but he just doesn't know when to use it. I guess. I agree with you there. There's something missing, but it's almost there. He almost has everything. He has everything. He just needs to use it in the right way.
And he's had it.
Come on.
He's had it for a long time.
He has. Nelson, come on, Challenge Centric. Let's have an interview. Let's talk about it, man.
There you go.
I need to speak with my boy and just be like, listen, what you doing?
Yeah.
Like it's time to win. Like this ain't time to be gallivanting and just having a good old time. Like it's time to get a W. You can't be the male Anissa.
No. I don't think he will be. I think the further Anissa's challenge career gets into it, the less chance she has to win. I don't feel that with Nelson. I feel the opposite with Nelson. I feel like the longer Nelson does this, the more of a chance he has to win. But yeah, let's talk about this daily a little bit. Michelle proved to be a very capable and talented swimmer, along with
Tom,
Jay,
check your chat,
which we already knew. Check my chat. I got nothing in my chat.
I'm sending it.
Then don't tell me to check it when it's not there. Daniel. What are you doing to me? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, you're good. Just make your exit whenever you'd like. Along with Veronica, Jack decides to swim in the wrong direction. I get flashbacks to Ninja on World of Worlds 2. That's always funny.
Oh man. You good? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. I wasn't expecting that.
The first heat is a race between Michelle and Jay, and it's a race between Michelle, Jay, Anissa, Jordan, and Olivia Horacio. Jordan yet again amazes me. I didn't even doubt for a second that he wouldn't be able to figure out how to row with one hand. I knew he was going to be able to figure it out, and I knew he would excel in it, which he did. So Jordan once again, great job.
I respect him for that. Yeah, I really respect Jordan.
Yeah,
I respect Jordan. I could say that. I respect.
It's not like it's not fair. I only have one hand. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
No, he just do it. He just make it work.
He gets frustrated at himself, maybe, but no one else. He's like, fuck, I got to figure this out.
And
I don't even like them pointing it out anymore because we knew he was gonna figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
We knew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even look at him as a person with that disability.
Yeah.
I don't know more. But in free agents, and because he always talked about it, and then his arrogance behind it too, I just say, I can't even feel sorry for you.
And it's not even a question of what if he had a hand? He would be even better. But I think the lack of a hand compensated for all that. I think he tried even harder for having a lack of hand. I think he's so good at everything. I think Anissa said this. He's so good at everything because he had to overcompensate. Maybe he wouldn't have overcompensated if he had, both hands. He would probably still be as good as he is, but I still think, mind over matter, right? It's in his mind that he can do anything, so he can.
Okay, James.
Yeah, let's see. If the last place team went into elimination, Nelson and Nerys would have been screwed. So they would have went straight in. Probably. Heat 2 was a mess. Mariah, Nani, and Bananas couldn't figure out how to row this boat. Yeah. Darrell might be the best partner that anyone could ever have because he's mad patient with Jessica. But they are friends, so it's not like he's gonna disrespect her. They've known each other.
He's not gonna talk shit or anything like that. Yeah. Come on. Darrell's not like that. Nah. Please. Who was the other one that was swimming backwards? It wasn't just Veronica. Oh, Jack. Right. Okay. I would be. I feel like I'd be terrible at this daily during the swimming part. Oh God, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a great swimmer. The rowing part, it all depends on if you're able to figure out how to row it, right?
Just row it.
It is a different type of row. I mean, Mariah was hilarious. She's doesn't know how to hold it. It's where do I put my hands?
It was kind of making me frustrated, even though I've never done that thing before. I was looking at it, I was like, bro, it doesn't even look that hard. Why are you even struggling? And then it cuts to Nani having a hard time. I'm like, bro, what is going on right now?
And apparently Bananas said that he was like, I'm glad they didn't show me trying to row the boat because I was struggling too. So Bananas was even struggling.
Bananas. I think Jordan said it bro, you've been doing this for how many seasons? How many times have you been in a boat like this before? What you mean you were struggling?
Yeah, shit was crazy. Heat 2 was a tight race. It was a tighter race than Heat 1 between the dynamic Viking duo of Kim and Colleen. If Kim and Colleen had a better swim, they may have taken this thing, with the best time. But Kim was no joke in that boat, man. He was flying in that water. It was hilarious. I love the edit. I think they did a great job at editing.
Yeah, it was they kind of gave them this angelic edit where it's oh my, it almost felt like everyone stopped what they were doing just to watch them go.
The whole world. I'll stop the world and melt with Kim. I was falling in love with Kim for some reason. I was like, I didn't know he
oh
was
my
so
god,
beautiful
Kim,
until now.
Kim.
Okay, Kim.
Okay,
That's what I'm
Kim, I
saying.
see
Kim's a
you, Kim.
gamer, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
so is Colleen. Colleen is a fucking force. You know,
I wonder if it was like actually as close as they made it seem like though, because it was like they made it seem like they were like neck and neck with like Devin and Tori.
Yeah, I
Because
don't think it
sometimes
was
they
that
do it.
close, but it was
Yeah,
probably within a couple minutes at least. Within a minute,
yeah,
maybe.
I want to say they have this like history of making it look like it was closer than it actually was. So
Like flashing between both pairs, and it's like, who's gonna finish first? It's like,
like, oh
bro,
my god.
this was like a 2-minute race. Like, you don't fool us, you know. Like,
Yeah, didn't they do that with like Leroy and Jay on like their elimination on Double Ages? They made it seem like it was closer with the edit.
yeah,
But like everybody was saying like Leroy just smoked them.
fucking smoked it. Yeah. Yeah, Kim flying through the water. Michelle and Jay win the daily. Which is an interesting team to win the daily. So we'll go right into the power couple deliberating. So we talked a little bit about it, but yeah, I said this before. They kept saying like, we want to see what they have to say or where they stand. So that's why we're voting in these teams. It's like, well, you just told them where they stand, and it's not with you.
Right. I genuinely believe this in like my heart. I think they had no idea what they were doing, like at all.
But then I agree, but I think they almost knew what they were doing.
Yeah, in like a dumb way.
Throwing in Kim and Colleen messed everything up. Everything. It would have been perfect if they threw in a Devin and Tori, a Bananas and
Nani.
Yeah, instead of Kim and Colleen, because obviously it didn't work out for them. Kim and Colleen went home. The only team that would actually work with them went home.
It made no sense
and they
because
pissed
now
off
you
all
have
the vets.
Yeah, you have all because like at the very least, if you would have thrown in Bananas and Nani or Devin and Tori, like sure, the vets who come back and they'll be mad at you. But at least you would have guaranteed a vet going home.
Exactly.
Like, and now you don't have either.
And now, yeah, I mean they have, and I get it. Like I said, it was almost right because maybe people are butthurt that they're throwing in like Darrell, Jordan, Anissa. It's like that's kind of their best option. Like, who are they going to throw in? Olivia and Horacio? No, they've been working with them since day one. Who are they going to throw in? Who else is even there? Like, maybe, Nelson and Nerys, but I feel like they're more susceptible to lining with them. Same with Fessy and Mariah because they have a rookie on their team.
Right.
So they made the right decisions. Like, they chose these vet pairs that aren't likely to win dailies. Just the fucking Kim and Colleen pick. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, because it also felt like the vets were more upset at the fact that not because they got voted in, but they didn't vote in Bananas and Nani. Because remember, that was like their biggest gripes going in. Like, how are you going to vote me when Bananas and Nani are sitting right there?
Yeah.
Not voted in at all.
And it made everyone else even, more mad during these interrogations because it's like, I'm here. Fucking Bananas and Nani just threw you in. Like, yeah, they just didn't do themselves any favors.
And it didn't make any sense. Like, there was just no thought behind it, I don't think.
I mean, do you think if Laurel and Jack won a daily, they would vote in Michelle and Jay? I think I don't know because I don't know if Jack would allow that. Laurel would want to, but Laurel would also listen to her partner, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure. At the very least, they'd be one of those 4 teams.
Yeah.
Down there, like for sure.
Not
like
the one 100%.
Yeah. I don't even know who else they would vote in, but I would, if I had to bet, they would be one of the teams that they would vote if Laurel and Jack were to win at some point.
If Laurel and Jack were to win, I feel like it would be like Nelson and Nerys might be one of the team, but also Nelson and Nerys won and didn't throw Laurel in. So
no.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
The teams seem to be dwindling. I can't even think of like more than 8 teams right now, and I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole fucking vote in 4 teams is crazy.
But to be fair, there have been kind of teams that have been quiet. Like we haven't really seen much of like Amber and Chauncey.
Yeah, see, like I forgot about them. Like, how had they not been thrown into
or mentioned or anything? And the same thing with like Casey and Kenny.
Again, I forget about them. I agree. I mean, Casey and Kenny could be a formidable team because Casey is such a strong competitor, and Kenny is okay, it seems. I don't know. We haven't seen much from Kenny. I forgot Kenny was on the show. And then when I hear TJ say, "All right, Kenny, you're up," and I'm like, Kenny?
Kenny?
The Kenny? Like the Mr.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, Michelle and Jay win. The power couple deliberating. It was rough. After they deliberated or interrogated Darrell and Veronica, and then we see like a little scene of Jay with his head down, like, oh my God, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I felt it for them. I'm like, yeah, it is gonna suck.
Yeah, and you know what? This is gonna feel like I'm bullying Michelle, but Jay wanted Bananas and Nani.
Yeah. And like then Michelle was like, you just make a decision. And then Jay was like, no, you make a decision. I'm like, oh, you fucked up, Jay. You should have made the decision.
Because you knew, like, once he did that, it was gonna be Kim and Colleen and not Bananas and Nani.
Yeah.
Right?
Or it was between Veronica and Darrell and Johnny and
yeah, exactly. So
and I agree with Jay's reasoning too. He was like, yo, I believe Darrell could like work with us. And Darrell and Veronica were definitely looking for teams to work with, so they would have worked with them if they didn't get thrown in, probably.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, and also just like this notion that like, oh, now Bananas and Nani owe us. Like, no, they threw you in already.
Yeah, you're an easy name for them to say still because you was thrown in, and we even heard, Nani was like, I guess we owe them one, and Bananas was like, yeah, if we can.
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah.
Like, even Bananas said it. He was like, I'm just going to tell them whatever it is that they need to hear right now. Like, bro, you guys not watched this show before?
Yeah.
Like, do you even know who you're talking to?
If Bananas and Nani get a win, it's like, they have to throw in 4 teams.
Yeah, all bets are off.
Yeah, bro.
All bets are off. Please. I thought it was so ridiculous just watching that play out when she was like, oh, now they owe us. I was like, come on, Michelle.
I thought it was even more ridiculous after they interrogated everyone and Jay was like, all right, like, Jack's my boy. He's cool with us still. And then Michelle was like, did you just see Jack? He was fucking cold-blooded towards you. It's like, he is not going to forgive you.
Exactly.
And Jay's like, no, he's 100%. He's 100% on our side still. It's like, Jay, you just threw him in, bro. And then you guys voted him in out of all the teams you threw in.
Yeah, because Jack said it. He was like, they could still redeem themselves by like not fucking voting us in. And they voted them in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro.
They were hoping that, I guess, Kim and Colleen would pull the fucking dagger. Like, the odds are not in your favor, bro. Like, you won. You're supposed to put yourself in the best position possible, and you put yourself in probably the worst position possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Bananas and Nani safe. Devin and Tori also safe. I heard that Tori and Devin did make a 3-challenge deal with Michelle and Jay not sometime before this daily challenge. So I think that's one of the reasons why they weren't thrown in.
Or even like mentioned. I don't even remember them being mentioned.
Yeah, Tori mentioned it on the podcast and Banana said, that's the most West thing I've ever heard.
Does sound like a West move.
3-challenge deal, Like...
Yeah, it sounds like such a West move. They probably contacted him and just giving him pointers.
Yeah. Let's see. The Laurel, do we have a question? Was the best part of the episode.
Oh, I uploaded it as a post, and I was like, when I watched it, I knew that's what I was posting. I was like, that's it right there. That whole scene.
That's like her new meme, and good for her because before it was the suck it, right?
The suck it,
meme,
or no, it was like the so what, you think I'm gonna sit around and wait for him to fucking kill me, like the scene in the deliberation.
The World of Worlds 2 table.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna go after you first.
Yeah, and I think Laurel is just so great that the fact that she literally said nothing and it was more entertaining than anything Michelle said.
And good for Jack too, like picking up on the social cues. Like, oh, Laurel's gonna say nothing. Let me say nothing as well.
I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet.
Yeah,
just like.
I love Jack, by the way. He has a way with words, and I love listening to him talk. Like when he was describing the boats, he was like, "What did they get this from? Like a Smithsonian museum? And why is Laurel so good? Like, did she go on a pilgrimage? Like, like just so
bro,
funny.
these rookies, bro. I feel like other than like Chauncey and Kenny, all these rookies have been providing some form of like entertainment because I'm not mad at any of them.
Yeah,
even like the ones that have left, like I thought they were good too.
Yeah, it's like it's sucky to see in some of these. Usually, the beginning of seasons are like, oh, these rookies that I don't care about are going against each other, but these rookies I care about, and so it's adding more to the elimination.
I guess Turbo's partner didn't really do anything for me.
She was
forget her name, Tamara.
She was a mute, man. She was a mime.
Yeah,
she didn't know how to talk apparently, or have a backbone.
But ooh,
sorry. We got 8 minutes left, so let's try to wrap this up. We're gonna go into the elimination. Michelle and Jay, surprisingly to me, vote in Laurel and Jack.
Everybody pretend to be shocked.
I was honestly a little bit shocked still.
Yeah.
I think their best way out of this was voting in Kim and Colleen to try to get some type of put themselves in good graces with everyone else, even though it probably wouldn't have. So maybe this was their, it's like, we're this far deep in shit, we might as well just fucking vote in Laurel and Jack and hope they go home. Did not work out. V and Darrell pull the dagger and think about saving Kim and Colleen, but ultimately save Anissa and Jordan.
I think that would be a good move, just like later.
Yes. Yeah.
Later. Because like I thought about it too. I was like, ooh, this would be such a Veronica move.
Yeah. Because Veronica and Darrell are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the vet pairings. One, because they have the least chance of winning a daily, and two, because they joined the game late.
Right.
So they have a lot fighting against them. So the elimination was called Give Me Some Slack. I think the eliminations have been lacking a lot this season, except the Hall Brawl was really entertaining to watch only because we saw two fucking physical specimens going at it on the guy's side, and then Olivia just run over Raven. And it was a cool iteration of a Hall Brawl, a more dangerous one with the fucking bar in the middle. Like
that one was like, when I saw the bar, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, someone could break their wrist.
Yeah, somebody can break their neck. I mean, Johnny fell at the beginning, and Horacio was just like pushing the bar towards him. I'm like, oh my god, is someone gonna get decapitated? Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
So there's a giant climbing wall. Partners will be strapped up on either side. One side of the wall, there are giant pieces with combinations of colors and symbols. Other side are the matching pieces. So you have to match the color and symbols as your partner sees and relays them to you. If you go up, your partner goes down. So that's where the slack comes into play. But I think Laurel and Jack had a good strategy. Color of the background, color of the symbol, and what the symbol is. I think Kim and Colleen having German as their native tongue, I think this was extremely difficult for them to do in English. I did hear that they were forced to do this in English, so that played against them, obviously. But Laurel and Jack pulled it out. They got their puzzle wrong or something, and they decided to like redo the whole thing, which we heard Tori say it was a very veteran move.
Yeah, it was a really vet move. It just went through it.
That's so terrifying to do, knowing your opposition is completing the same puzzle you are, and you're just like, all right, let's restart. It's like, fuck, man, that would make me so anxious.
It's a ballsy move too. To hear that, let's restart. Should we restart?
I'm like, any fucking second now they could call a check. It's terrifying.
And I mean, shout out. I want to believe this was true because sometimes they'll say certain things to make it seem more crazy, but if it was true, they were only a piece away from actually completing it. So it was just like, oh my god! At any point, if they had just figured it out, it was over.
Yeah, I believe that they were one piece away. I don't see why they would lie there. Yeah, so Kim and Colleen had to speak English. I loved both of these teams. So it was hard. I didn't know who to root for, honestly. I guess Laurel and Jack, just for, Laurel's a vet and them going back into the house would cause so much chaos.
Yeah. It's also like, I feel like it's almost like rare to see like a team, like a good team, get thrown in and like they're mad at the person who threw them in and then come back.
I completely
actually come back,
because usually we hear the confessional before the elimination. They're like, if I get back in the house, shit's gonna pop off, and it's like we never see them get back.
We never see that, so it's actually great to see that actually about to happen for next week. But I liked Kim and Conley. I don't think they were like the strongest team, but I think they were just like a nice wholesome team to watch and root
Daniel
for.
Said they weren't great. Daniel said they were good. I think they're right in between good and great, and they have some potential. And it's good. It's a breath of fresh air to see genuinely good people. I don't know about Colleen. I mean, she won the mole, so she's sneaky. But Kim seems like a genuinely good person.
good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they go home. I'd like to see them again. They both would like to come back as well. I saw in the exit interview. Next on, Horacio is having trouble with Laurel. It seemed like somebody else was feeling Laurel, and I don't know if that was making Horacio jealous or if Horacio broke it off with Laurel, but there's definitely some drama next episode. And Nani and Bananas seem to be having communication issues during the daily challenge, so I don't think they're going to win.
There's a clip where you see Nani just like flinching at somebody.
Oh, like that. Bananas or something?
Like that, I think, because like I'm assuming it's Bananas because like it shows like they were doing something. She turned around, she just go,
"Oh my god!"
like that, and I'm like, "Oh no,
God,
who are you squaring up with, Nani?" Jesus,
Noodle and Nani coming back out. Remember Nani with the noodles? Yeah, she was on another level. At that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, this season has been great. I'm happy that you're able to do this podcast with me so we could talk about the episodes and just have fun. Because I mean, the last few seasons were kind of rough to get through, so at least this really started off good.
Shout out Daniel too, who was here.
Oh yeah, he was here, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I forgot. Nah, shout out to my boy Daniel. We did the Challenge USA podcast and it was a blast every episode. So but I'm looking forward to doing this with you. We'll be back next week. Sorry for not uploading the first 4 episodes. There was some complications, but we will be here consistently throughout the season. Hopefully it's a good season. And other than that, we got like 30 seconds left in the Zoom. So
shit.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right, peace out, Adonis. Have a good one.
Peace out, bro. You too.